If there's a spiritual solution to every problem, what should we look for, and how will it feel? Will it fill unmet human needs, provide relief, and restore hope for a brighter tomorrow? Will it create jobs that strengthens the safety net so we can keep pace with rising demand by the needy? Will it improve health, save time, and cut costs, and pay for itself through true savings in less than a year? If so, everybody wins. How? By remembering and acting on one simple truth. We are one, more alike than different, common interest and needs. For these reasons, a best fit solution must exist that can solve multiple problems at once. The big question is, what problem should we focus on first, and why? Mindset. Because when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And there's nothing that can keep our next decision from being the best and most empowering decision of our lives. So ask better questions. Get better answers. 1. What's the best way to begin healing a divided nation? And is there enough time left to make a difference before it's too late? Well, who should we help first? Is it fair or will it divide us? And can we make healthcare a human right? If so, how can we start? Vote with your dollars. To do that, realize that the power of the people is stronger than the people in power when we buy as a group and when we work as a team. Knowing that the buying power of women, minorities, and good white people can determine winners and losers in the marketplace based on who we purchase from as a group. Driving down costs. And by buying together, we can shift the flow of money into politics while giving teeth to the demands being made by the resistance. Let's form a People's Discount Buying Club that will be owned, operated by, and accountable only to the members.
We the people, and not corporations.
You see, there's nothing keeping the 99% from organizing and using its collective buying power to negotiate for better deals and lower prices for health-related goods and services as a group. We're not as helpless as we've been led to believe when we vote with our dollars. Because if we purchase from companies that value people more than profits, we'll reshape the market. This is how we can influence how our hard-earned taxpayer dollars flow into the hands of corporations that cause and exploit financial hardship. Remember, medical debt is the leading cause of bankruptcy in the U.S. This is largely because Medicare can't negotiate for lower drug prices, and 6,000% markups happen all the time in the U.S. because of Congress, which drives up everyone's costs. And even though the president's new drug plan can save up to $17 billion over the next 5 years, we can save hundreds of billions more once Medicare starts leveraging the buying power of women who have tremendous leverage in the marketplace if they only bought as a group. Here's more examples. The VA gets a 50% discount because it negotiates on behalf of 9 million veterans, while private insurers get even larger discounts because they negotiate on behalf of tens of millions. But there's more than 120 million prescription drug users in the U.S., 130 million people with pre-existing conditions, and more than 160 million females. Well, thanks to the new health law, there's nothing keeping these powerful groups from organizing and joining forces to get better deals on prescription drugs as a group by forming a People's Discount Buying Club, where together we'll qualify for even bigger volume discounts than the best private insurance plans, while passing the savings to our members for free. All it takes is for grassroots movements to join forces through a not-for-profit public benefit corporation like Fires.org to negotiate for better deals on behalf of we the people. It's in this way that Medicare can get the same benefits as negotiated prices without regard for the law that says they can't negotiate, and the savings will be tracked back to this program, which will be used to create jobs that will strengthen the safety net while making up for the mean-spirited GOP funding cuts. 2. How much can we save? Enough to cover the costs of single payer without increasing taxes, raising the deficit, or rationing care. In fact, this program will save more than enough to cover the costs of making Medicare for all a near-term, sustainable reality. It'll pay for itself out of savings from 3 interrelated pilots that, taken together, will deliver many of the same benefits as a good private insurance plan. How can we start? It all starts by organizing and using the collective buying power of the 99% to negotiate for better deals as a group. When it's 100% accountable only to the members, we the people, while using all proceeds to improve the lives of our members and those who serve them. You see, the power of the people is stronger than the people in power when we organize and work as a team and buy as a group. And in less than 3 months' time, every job we create and every patient we serve will have a positive cost impact on society. This means that in less than a year, our Sustainable Jobs Plan will be 100% paid for out of savings, while creating millions of sustainable jobs that will strengthen the safety net and tax base needed to fund programs important to our future. You see, there's more than enough job seekers out there looking for work that if we trained them to use My Healthy Vet, the VA's personal health record, to help veterans and duals receive better quality, coordinated care in the community. In less than 3 months, every job we create and every patient we serve will have a positive cost impact on society, making them sustainable jobs that will improve the health status of participating patients and communities for a fraction of projected cost. And everything's connected. It all starts by focusing only on things that serve the common good, like inviting grassroots organizations, advocates for veterans, and those who believe that healthcare is a human right to come together and organize and use their collective buying power to negotiate for lower drug prices as a group. We'll qualify for deeper volume discounts than even the largest private insurance plans, because we'll have more buying power and can give the benefits away to our members for free. What's more, we'll save taxpayers even more than the president's drug plan will, because we'll compete with the healthcare giants in the U.S. who get much better deals than European countries do. But for some strange reason, Medicare still pays 6,000% markups over private insurers all the time. Our plan will save Medicare hundreds of billions a year, increasing their solvency by decades, while giving employers enough savings to be able to give raises without hurting the bottom line, giving teeth to the demands being made by the resistance, while supporting human rights, fair wages, and decent jobs, which will strengthen the safety net and local economy, improving the lives of everyone touched without regard for any of the issues that divide. That's what you'd expect from a spiritual solution, right?
3. Simply put, what does the best fit solution look like?
Well, there are 3 tools, 3 pilots, and within 3 months of launching, FIRES could be saving taxpayers far more than the GOP guts from the safety net,
while creating jobs.
That's why the 3.5% rule is something you should check out right now, because if we got just 10% of prescription drug users to agree to buy as a group, we'd have 3 million more members than the VA serves,
qualifying us for better deals and potentially saving Medicare hundreds of billions.
And since we lack a profit motive and have no corporate ties or conflicts of interest, you can count on FIRES.org to only look out for that which serves the common good. We'll use all proceeds to strengthen the safety net and tax base needed to fund programs important to our future, proving that Medicare for All is nowhere near as radical as we've been led to believe. It'll pay for itself out of savings without increasing taxes, raising the deficit, rationing care, or requiring Congress to lift a finger. To get the ball rolling, start spreading the word about FIRES.org, where FIRES is an acronym that stands for the People's Health Insurance Exchange and Referral Service.
Coming soon.
Designed to reduce drug and health care costs enough to make sure that everyone who needs help can get it, while improving health outcomes and creating millions of sustainable jobs that will strengthen the safety net and tax base needed to fund programs important to all of our future, nationwide. Like sustainable jobs that can meet new Medicaid work requirements close to home. It's in this way that we can improve the lives of people of all walks of life without regard for any of the issues that divide. It's in this way that we can reduce healthcare costs and stabilize the health insurance market for the benefit of all, while reducing drug costs and serving more people. So it's in this way that we'll give teeth to the demands being made by the resistance, while paving the way to single payer without the price tag. And when you combine savings, jobs, resources, and support, you can see how we will help Medicare for All improve outcomes enough to pay for itself without being nearly as disruptive, costly, complex, or slow to deliver desired results as planned. So ask your candidate for their plan to reduce drug prices and healthcare costs while creating jobs that strengthens the safety net and tax base needed to fund programs important to our future. If they don't have a decent plan to solve the needs of their constituents and they don't bring us together as a country, then how do they deserve our vote? One thing I know, progressive causes across the nation can help everyone live better lives. We have everything we need to swing the 2020 election in favor of health care as a human right. It shouldn't be for profit. Our plan will overcome the partisan divide, money in politics and gerrymandering, and give people a reason to come together and vote across partisan lines. The more who join, the bigger the discounts and savings for all. It's in this way that we can help Congress learn to solve problems instead of just cause them. And give candidates something to stand for and voters something worth fighting for. Universal health care and decent jobs that pays fair wages.
We'll give
Teeth to the demands made by the resistance.
in a way that benefits everyone who joins, without regard for any of the issues that divide. And this applies to white supremacists too. Check this out. We're more alike than different, and we have common interests and needs that FIRES can help fill.
This is because there is more than enough women, minorities, immigrants, and good white people that if we came together and fought as a group, we qualify for bigger volume discounts than even the largest private insurance plans. And we pass the benefits to our members for free, which increases competition and drives down costs for everyone for good. This paves the way to making healthcare for all a near-term sustainable reality close to home. And to get the benefits, all you have to do is abide by the golden rule, which means no public support for companies, candidates, or programs that discriminate or that violate the rights and dignity of others. No exceptions. In exchange for good behavior, we'll give you better access to job training, placement, and healthcare. What's not to love? It's a pretty good deal. So please vote wisely and accept this gift of light and love. And vote in candidates who will fix our nation and bring us together as opposed to divide us. Because divided we fall. If they don't have a plan that brings us together, then they don't deserve your vote. So please spread the word and share this video. And if you can, please donate to progressive causes like FIRES.org to protect our collective best interest and the common good. And finally, since healthcare impacts millions more people than a few thousand immigrants, please vote for healthcare, jobs, and relief instead of hate. You'll be glad you did, because this lights a path to a brighter tomorrow. Paving the way to single payer, but without the price tag, while creating good jobs. FIRES.org, who values people, planet, and peace more than profits. And the only thing missing is you. Thanks for watching.